Look, I just been keeping my poise. Made by the million, but still unemployed. They text me about green, but not on Android. She not my shawty, she filling the void. I make the sounds that cut through the noise. He think he a man, but he chillin' with boys. Put down the liquor, start drinking LaCroix. The pain wasn't choice, but now I rejoice. My uncle had told me that I was the one. I played that shit smart, now my bragging and dumb. Lil' shawty had hit me, said she wanna come. Her dress is just black, but she not a nun. I'm so Pasadena, cause that's where I'm from. Some bangers, some hoes. Them with guns, they scheming for riches, they playing it numb. I'm second to wins, cause I'm second to none. Look, what the you think I do it for? Do it for? Ay, looking in the mirror, you the go, you the go. Ay.
Yo, what's happening? Welcome to another episode of the Secure the Bag podcast. This is the second week in a row with no mic, right? Am I right?
Now we all got mics. We all got mics today. Oh, you said no mic.
No mic.
Oh,
no mic.
Now Mike is here. He's here in spirit.
All right. So
Heard that, Mike?
We go?
You got it.
Oh. So yeah, man. This is an interesting week. Like we don't have no topics. We had some plans, but I ain't gonna hold you. I fumbled the bag. I did. I fumbled the bag. It got crazy, and so it's just gonna be us, man. We just gonna hang out. We gonna vibe out. We gonna talk about talk real estate, money, health, and wealth, baby. That's what we always talk about. What's up with y'all?
Nothing, man. Chilling, man. Pretty interesting week. Pretty great year, and fucking, I'm ready to go, man.
You busy down there?
Yeah, man. I've been busy on every aspect. Just got another commercial deal a couple days ago. Fucking warehouse, pretty dope, man. A client that I've done a couple of deals for already. He's looking to buy a commercial space and to create a co-op space and put like a cafe in it. So it's pretty dope.
What about you, King? How's
I'm
business?
just working. Turning over a property that we have. We got a tenant moving out, so painting and cleaning and changing the locks and all those different things. But getting it ready for the first.
Yo, do when you rent your properties out, do you put them on the MLS or do you?
Nah, we really don't have to, because we could just put a sign up and post it on our page, and we could get people like that. Gotcha. So put on MLS is like that's kind of like extra, right. Like, you know what I mean? But we could just get them done. Put the sign out, people ride by, let people know what's going on. I already told people that I got something coming on the first anyway, so they looking out for it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean,
the demand is there.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the rentals is crazy, man, because the affordability is still a thing. It's weird, right? It's like, okay, affordability still crazy. So it's almost like it's not like a lot of transactions, but at the same time, the landlords are selling. So like the tenants got to find somewhere to go. Like it's weird, bro. It's such a weird market, man.
Yeah. Once the new landlords get in there, man, price going up.
It's going yesterday's price.
It's going up, man. Price. What they was doing, the other people might not be doing moving forward. So
Right, man. It's
that's the scary part is where does that rent hike stop? Like where does it stop to where you're like you can't raise it no more because you're not going to be able to have tenants in your property, right? I was talking about that here a couple of years ago because our multi units were going crazy and a lot of them was a 1-1, and I'm like, Like, when you buy four of them for freaking 700,000, like, how are you gonna make that money, especially after the first year the taxes go up?
Mhm.
Like, where does it stop to where it's like, okay, we're gonna make affordability possible? And that's why I'm like, when I listen to all these people, I'm like, yo, these people have no clue. How can you make homes affordable? Like, think about it. How can you make homes affordable? That's something that people say is like, financial literacy and all these other words. But I'm like, how are you going to make homes affordable? The only way to really make them affordable is to build homes that cost less, right? Soon as you build those homes in an area that costs less, when you do a CMA, that value is going to skyrocket, right? Guess what's going to happen? Somebody's going to sell their home so they can capitalize on the profit. And now it's going to cause a ripple effect through all the other properties to where now they're all going to increase. Because why am I going to buy a $250,000 home that's affordable in an area where I know my freaking comp down the street, that 3-2 down the street is selling for 500,000-600,000? I'm gonna sell that house as soon as I get in it. I'm gonna stay there maybe a year and I'm getting rid of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why am I staying there?
Yo,
That's a fact.
I literally had this conversation with two people last week. At least no, three people last week, and they were saying, okay, how crazy the market is, how high the prices are. And one lady, older lady, you should be ashamed for selling that house that high. And this had the third, yo, she went in on me. And I'm like, she lives across the street, and I'm like, yo, your house will sell for the same thing. And she goes, well, I'm not selling my house. I said, all right, but when you do, I need you to keep that energy. Like, I need you to have that same energy.
Yeah,
Like, it's
with discount.
you're
She's
right.
gonna sell.
Yeah, at some point you're gonna sell, and you're gonna tell me,
Somebody gonna sell it.
right? You're gonna come tell me that you want the max. Like, you ain't gonna say, nah, that's too much.
Yeah.
I want to sell my house for that much.
I want to help. I want to help this poor family out so they can afford my house, and I'm going to cut my profit of $200,000 so they can be, they can be happy and comfortable.
Hey, look, it ain't even nothing wrong with
Nobody.
right, but it ain't even nothing wrong with looking out for people, right? But at the end of the day, you still gonna want your just due. Like I'm gonna tell you, hey King, I'm gonna tell you some of the best transactions, bro. Family to family member transactions. Those are the best deals for first time home buyers. Those are the best deals because you could use that gift of equity, and you know what I'm saying. Now, the cool shit is because you got to use the gift of equity, the family member, the homeowner, they got to give you some leeway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't. If you use the gift of equity, you're not gonna be able to max it out per se. Like, because you got to have room for the gift. I'll have Jason explain how that works, but you're getting the house at a good price, and you're not spending no money out of your pocket because y'all related. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sweet deal because you usually got equity in it because they got to use the equity for the gift. But I did like 4 or 5 of those, yo. They sweet deals if you could get it to work. A lot of it's all about the contract.
Yeah, remember, gifts are. Yeah, my fault, Jay. Gifts are unlimited. Seller concessions are capped depending on which program you're using. So when we do gift of equities, we just make sure the buyer doesn't come in with anything. So we try to structure it where it's a family to family. Like, you got to get the seller gets a benefit, the buyer gets the benefit, and we try to keep some equity in the property if they don't want to max it out. If it's, parents to kids are the best because when you do parents to kid, they don't like, oh, I want my kid payment to be so high. So you get that happy medium where everybody is happy and satisfied, and the buyer comes in with little to no money because the house is, purchased by the parent. I mean, I'm sorry, the house is sold by the parents to the actual kid or whoever they doing with the family. But yeah, that gift of equity, that's a good one, Jay. That's
those are sweet, bro.
That's really good.
I try to do like one of those a year, really. Yeah. But I said that to say, because you'll get the tenants that's like, living with family or whatever, or my brother trying to sell his house, or my sister's son. I did one with 2 sisters last year, and it's like you it's easy to negotiate because y'all know each other, right? 9 times out of
Right.
10 they want you to have the property. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Yep.
you make that agreement on, listen, I know I know you could get 500,000, but based off of my mortgage, I can't go that high. I need to be here. And can we use the equity that would you give me that? It's easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Those are fun, man.
Yeah, it's getting to a place, and we spoke about this before too, Jay. It's getting to a place where people are gonna have to start being creative, like complaining about, oh, the market's bad, the rates are up, and all this. And listen, man, we've been trying to tell you guys for the past year plus we've been on here that you got a decision coming soon for people who don't own, for people who are in a career where they know the income is not going to exceed a certain amount, where you're going to have to make a business decision on what quality of life you want. And man, it's going to be a tough decision because it's becoming expensive everywhere. We have to adapt. Prices are not coming down. Rates ain't coming down no time soon. Even if the rates do come down, it still ain't going to mean much if those house prices go up $100,000, $200,000, man, right? Taxes go up, insurance goes up. We have HOA fees. You see the HOA fee crap that they did, where the HOA was like $350 and they raised it to like $1,250.
Wow.
I don't know if y'all saw that recently. Yeah, they like, it's crazy. So what do you do? I don't know the actual location, but it was some homeowners association. I think it was single family residents also. But what do you do? Like, how do you plan to strategize? How do you actually get to a situation to where, you like, I got to make a business decision on how I want my quality of life for me and my family to be. And the best time to think about it is now, not when you're forced to make those decisions later, because the people, hey, I need to buy a home. I got to close in 30 days. I'm like, listen, you should have been talking about this a year ago, right? You said I need to close 30 days. You putting pressure on the whole system at that point because you got to look for a home, you got to go into contract, and you got to close. Listen, man, I've been doing this a long time. It might sound cool, but bro, when you in the middle of that and everybody's stressed out because your homeowner who could barely afford to try to get there last minute because they're forced out, and there's nothing wrong with that because it happens, but just preparation is the key. And when we can start explaining to people better in our industry, like, you need to start preparing now because this is what's coming. Do you rather pay $2,500, $3,000 in rent, or would you rather own a home and pay that and a mortgage and gain some equity along the way, and have the ability to do some other things, years to come? So yeah, man, it's a tough situation, but the reality is here.
Get out there, man. Tough.
Yeah, man.
You get ready so you don't got to get ready later. You know what I mean, head of the game.
Yeah, what was we talking about earlier, Jason?
Jay, you want to put? I was going to ask you about that. You want to play that video?
Which one?
The one with Wimby. At my best.
Your man.
Nice.
I don't know if you got it, Jack. I can send it to you again.
I think I got it, but I gotta pull it up.
Yeah, man, that video was crazy. Where he was talking about, we're in the industry, we see this happening. Like, you can literally see what's being laid out now, economically in the U.S., man, and we're like, everybody's like fighting it. No, it's not going to happen to me. I'm immune to it. And I'm like, man, all these people who are not the top 1% saying they're immune to all these things that's going on. That sounds crazy to me. But I mean, I guess, you pray a lot and you're going to have a lot of faith. But when he gives you the ability to do stuff, you got to take that faith and, trust him. But man, it's going to get tough because it's all being set up. They're setting the economy up to fail, because when the economy fails, the wealthy get wealthier, and then new millionaires emerge from that also every time it happens. So yeah, man, it's just properly planning to succeed and figure out what's going on and adapt into what's going on.
Yo,
Trying to pull this video up now.
Yeah, so yeah, man. Oh, let me hit you guys up with a quick update. There's been a lot of movement going on in the market recently, man. Like a lot of stuff going on. We actually have an increase in condo reserves next year. It's going January. It's going to go from 10% reserves the condo has to have into 15%, which is going to make it even more difficult for a
hold.
lot of consumers here in South Florida to purchase condos.
So, far as reserves, like the reserves that they got to have in order to close on the property.
No, for
No,
the condo has to have enough reserves in itself.
the association.
Um, the
Mm.
association has to collect enough money and reserves itself to have, for backup for issues as far as like lawsuits for damage to the property. Yesterday here in South Florida, Surfside, it was the 5-year anniversary, I think. I know y'all heard of Surfside when it fell down a few
Oh yeah,
2021.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was the 5-year anniversary. I think either today or yesterday. So it was a big thing, and yeah, man, it's the condos here. The condos here, a lot of them are old, man, right? They're old. The structures are bad, and yeah, they're strict here with those condos, especially the older ones. So it's pretty tough to get a lot of clients in the condos, but we work our best to put up the FHA loans and so we can get them approved. So yeah, man, that's something big. The rates have been, creeping around 6.5. They've been steady with things going on. The war has really caused it. Inflation, jobs reports. There's a lot of different factors that go into that, but the rates are the rates, right? Regardless if the rates are 3% to 7%, people are still buying. You just have to figure it out. Like too many people worry about rates. They don't worry about affordability. And affordability is more important than rates because eventually you'll hit a cycle where you can refinance, buying that property at the lowest you can get it is the key to long-term success. Not buying at the peak of the market, but buying when the prices are down. Like right now, we don't have a huge price drop, but we do have comfortability where a lot of people are seeing the pullback in prices and the dip. So the opportunity is there to purchase homes, man. So yeah, man, the market is good. I don't ever think the market is really bad for people who are looking for opportunity. So get with your loan officer, get with your realtor, go online, go to chat, go to Google, whatever, get the information, YouTube, and then if you need us, contact us so we can walk you and guide you through the process.
Yo, Kings, somebody called me. My man, I made a post last week, and my man called me Mr. Know Your Numbers because I was like, yo, I forgot what I was talking about, but I'm like, yo, you got to know your numbers. Run the numbers. And he was like, oh, Mr. Run Your Numbers. And
Mm.
and I'm like, yeah, because I mean, we were talking about Hamden, and how the taxes are crazy in Hamden or whatever, and there's still a lot. It's a lot of opportunity in the sense of, I think at the time, oh yeah, that's what it was. Hamden had 168 properties on the market at one time,
They,
which is crazy. And
it's real for
it
this,
is
man.
real, and they're not all like price high, like you know what I'm saying. Like it's some
They're like 374. I seen some 360s. I seen some decent houses, man.
bro. A 2-family just came on for 297, 295. On
That's a deal right there, man.
you see
That's
what I'm
what I
saying?
said.
So it's a lot of opportunity in that market, and you got to run your numbers, man. You got to run the numbers, see if it works
Yeah.
for you. Okay, the taxes are going up, right? Oh, this is another one, Jason. All right, so we on this 4-year phase in. So on the 4-year phase in, where your taxes is going to be every year for the next 4 years, right? It's documented. But then I was about to say these big dummies, but then they had a legislative meeting. Every year they got to redo the budget every year. Well, the budget is short, so what they do, they raise the mill rate. They raise the mill rate in the middle of the 4-year phase in. So it's going up from the 4-year phase in, and you raise the mill rate again. That's scary, bro.
Who the mayor doing that?
The mayor, the town legislator. I don't know, man.
The legislators are doing that.
Yeah, I got a homegirl that a good friend of mine. She was running for mayor, and I was gonna try to get her on the show. She said she'd be willing to do it, but we just gotta cross the T's and dot the I's. But it'd be dope to get somebody up here that really could speak to it. But what's happening in Hamden is crazy. But even the video I dropped today, and of course, I recorded that video well before I found out about this legislative business. But the point is like it's a lot of stuff here. It's a lot of stuff here. Like if you think about it, like there's no real like big box shopping in the city of New Haven. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of smaller stores, smaller shops, and that type of stuff. But or you got Walmart and Lowe's out exit 8 in New Haven. Everything else you got to go to West Haven, or you got to go to Hamden, or you got to go to North Haven.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy because Hamden got all of that with the highways and
got everything, man.
You got everything.
Right there.
So it's like, all right, but I guess now you got a price tag on that though. Like, like it's gonna.
I look up some houses in Hamden right now, man.
Yeah.
When business starts to boom, the taxes start to gloom.
You said they start to zoom.
Gloom. It starts looking gloomy out there.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out though. I got that video ready for you too. Let me see if I can.
You think people should sell because the tax is going up?
I think, yo, I think you need to run your numbers.
What you think?
I think you need to run your numbers. And this, yo,
yeah, you need to get that shirt made, man. Mr. Run Your Numbers, man.
Mr. Run Your Numbers.
I don't know what you're waiting for, man. Just get it done. That's just it's your brand. It's a wrap.
So everybody's situation gonna be different, bro. So this is what I will say. If you have ran your numbers, or look, there's people that's not even, they don't even care about the numbers. They're like, yo, I'm out, right? I do think that if you're gonna make a move, you should make a move sooner than later if you are equity conscious. Ooh. Like, so if, like right now, you might be sitting on 200,000, but a year from now, you might be sitting on 50 because we don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So with 168 properties on the market and they all sitting there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like these properties have been on the market for 30 days. And we know
longer.
Yeah, or longer. So we know in this market, that's kind of crazy. So and here's something else. It ain't that they won't sell. Anything will sell for the right price.
Right.
What is
I sold my last house in Hamden.
Pay for it? Huh?
I said I sold my last house in Hamden.
Or how long ago?
That was on the August 27th. It'll be a year.
Got you.
Matter of fact, not October 27th. It'll be a year.
It was your house or a client house?
Client house.
Oh, got you. Yeah. So
that's
and it's like
that was the start of it when people was really paying attention. Like, yo, the numbers. I'm like, yo, you sure? Listen, man, I work for the client. They said they still want to get the property. I got to do my job and do whatever they say. You know, I work for them. So we went forward. Got it done.
You run the numbers, yo. Look, I still live here. What's crazy is I can't see myself living nowhere else, honestly, unless I go outside.
That's why I asked you. Like, I couldn't say like, yo, you selling your house, but I'm like, yo, what you think?
Yeah.
You think they should sell?
It's like if I sell, I wouldn't be selling for that. Like I already have, plans to do other things regardless. But I tell you what though, if it do get crazy enough, like I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I never envisioned myself living in North Haven, Meriden, Cheshire, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never really envisioned myself living nowhere else. So I don't even know how that would look. Other than out of state. Like if I make a move, I'm getting all the way out of here.
So you envision yourself living in Hamden?
Uh,
You envisioned it
yeah,
before you did
kinda.
it?
Yeah, I did actually.
That's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope. As long as the price is right or like whatever, I'm getting what I want. I don't care where I live at. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah. Nah,
I mean, I never thought I'd be living where I live right now.
it
Like,
it was it was it, I don't know. It wasn't like we planned to end up in this house, but we ended up in this house. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
before you became an agent,
it was like right at the same time, actually.
that's dope.
Yeah. It was like right at the same time. I think I might have been working at the car dealership. So yeah, I was an agent.
Oh, they hate you at that car dealership.
Oh yeah.
You will never go back and visit?
Oh no. Oh no.
They gonna run his ass over.
Oh no.
I go, but yeah, man, what's going on, man? Is so and so still here? The manager,
Yeah.
they still here? Yeah, man. What's going? How's the house, car business going, man?
Yeah.
Doing all right, man. I just come and check on you, just make sure you still here.
Hey, look,
I mean, have a good one, baby.
They be on my
That's
Facebook counting my closings.
Be like that, you know.
That is, man. The demographic starts to change, man. You like none of this stuff happens overnight. That's what people don't understand. Like none of you can when you're looking for it, you'll start seeing things happen. You'll start seeing prices changing. You'll start seeing things going up. You'll start seeing new businesses in the area. You'll start seeing more people who look different than you walking in the neighborhoods. You just start seeing those things that are not random. They're accumulating. The next thing you know, 5 years down the line, you're sitting there and the whole demographic, the whole neighborhood aesthetic has changed. And now your prices went up. You have expensive coffee shops now. There's no more mom and pops anywhere. It creeps on you, man.
Hey,
it creeps on you. Just think about grandparents.
My bad, bro.
Go ahead, Jay.
Hey, King, did you go to the Concat grand opening? What is it? Concord?
I think it's two different things, but they kind of, I think they kind of together, but nah.
Yeah.
You talking about on Dixwell Avenue?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I meant to, but I got a lot going on.
Yeah. I went. It was Juneteenth. So they had the Juneteenth celebration and the grand opening, ribbon cutting, all of that, and they did a tour. It was crazy. It was a lot of people there, and like you couldn't even walk in there. Everybody they let everybody in at once, and it was hot outside.
It's a parade.
Yeah, yeah, man. It was. We were shoulder to shoulder in there, but
where's that at? Across the street from Q House.
Yes. So the shopping plaza that was over there, they knocked.
Remember the Chinese place by the Dixville Corporation at the end?
Yeah.
That used to be my favorite Chinese place growing up, bro.
That was China Star.
Yep.
It wasn't China. It wasn't the Watt.
It was China Watt. China Watt.
Because they made songs about stuff like that. Like, trying to steal people back in the day. I
used to go there. I order like 4 orders of chicken wings, put hot sauce on all of them, and then I'll walk right
orders?
Yeah, 4 orders. I'll walk right up.
You say 2.
In my brown bag.
Yeah, that was the spot, man. So yeah, they knocked that whole thing down, right? And then they built this building, and it's supposed to be like co-working space, and they got classrooms downstairs, bro. They got digital media. It's a recording studio.
Oh wow!
It's they do business classes. They got the full kitchen in there. They do cooking classes. Like you could go through the program, be a chef, and come out a chef. And so I go. They got another one in Hamden that I go work at from time to time, and I'm sitting in the lobby, and just sitting in the lobby, just working, bro. I heard 3 business pitches, bro.
Yeah, just sitting at the tables, right?
Yeah,
like it's all different. There's all kind of people in there. You don't know who's who, but you know they got something going on. They doing something.
They're doing something, bro. You know what I mean? So, it's a good vibe, but I like the space. I hope people take advantage of that space and the programs. I'm gonna get more information on the programs. and see what they got going on. Actually, there was a guy that went to that was at Black Wall Street last year. We met him, and bro invented his own dog shampoo. Right?
Oh yeah, I remember you told me about.
Yo, who even thinks of that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who even thinks of that? And not only did he think of it, but like when you talk to him about it, like he's locked in. Like, he understands the chemistry and everything. Like, bro, really locked in on the dog shampoo, and I was like, yo, mad proud, like dope, man. So, but if I'm not mistaken, he went through that program, and they helped him, I guess, develop the product or whatever. I'm not sure, but
that's dope, man. That shit is dope, man. That's
I love the
dope.
innovation and the elevation. I just don't like the fact that they took away the Elks Club. You know what I mean, that was like prime real estate. You know what I mean, with the Elks, man. It gotta grow on me. I'm still like, dang, you took away the Elks. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still there. I ain't ready stuff that's going on. I'm torn. I'm stuck.
I think you gotta go in. I think I think it was a good use of the space, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm listening. I can only listen right now. I don't got much to say. You know what I mean?
Did y'all party? Because I haven't been. I didn't. I didn't spend my adult years up there. But y'all party at the Elks?
Yo, man, my stepfather used to fry chicken down there every Saturday. Man, what you talking about?
Like it was like a location like for the city. Like, you know what I mean? After the parade, everybody from New Haven be behind the Elks. Yeah. Like, you want to meet somebody, meet behind the Elks. Like, it's just like a location where anybody can just meet up with anybody, just chill, hop out. People used to like hop out their cars. Even the old school dudes, probably Mike father and like people around his age, they'd hop out, clean their cars, they talk, sit down on the crate, put their chairs out, have a beer, just chill. Like, you know what I mean? It was a spot. It was like a New Haven spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so King, those apartments right behind the Elks,
yeah,
that's where I grew up at. So Freddie Fixin' Parade at my crib.
Yeah, you was home. I mean, that was your territory. You outside, man.
It was crazy.
I get it.
So, but I said that to say, like, I ain't even mad. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, things gotta change and they gotta grow. Like,
nah, that's true.
It's still a spot. It's still a spot, but we having different conversations now, and I'm actually
definitely.
You know what I mean? But let's go into this video real quick. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't like that this shows all my Instagram business.
Extremely expensive now, not just because mortgage rates have gone up, but insurance costs have gone up, property taxes have gone up, utility bills have gone up, your maintenance costs have gone up. So everything associated with home ownership is a lot more expensive now than it was. And that's putting pressure on, existing homeowners, but obviously it's putting home ownership further out of reach for younger people. And in fact, Donald Trump mentioned when asked about this housing affordability problem, he said that his main concern is preserving the paper wealth of the current homeowners, that his main policy goal is to make sure that real estate prices not only don't go down to where they would be more affordable, but that the prices keep going up so that the people who already own homes can be richer. And he says that he doesn't care about the younger people who don't own homes. They just need to work harder so that they can afford it.
One of the things Scott said, though, is, again, existing housing, people that own their homes, we're going to keep them wealthy. We're going to keep those prices up. We're not going to destroy the value of their homes so that somebody that didn't work very hard can buy a home. We're going to make it easier to buy. We're going to get interest rates down. But I want to protect the people that for the first time in their lives feel good about themselves. They feel like that they're wealthy people. And I want them to understand it. There's so much talk about, we're going to drive housing prices down. I don't want to drive housing prices down. I want to drive housing prices up for people that own their homes. And they can be assured that's what's going to happen.
I don't know about you guys, but this thing right here should be pissing you off. Imagine people that have already bought real estate, owned real estate, made money off of real estate, are now telling you, don't buy no more real estate because real estate no longer works. They already made their money, but then they're telling you not to make money in this business because it's not possible. You heard it out of the president's mouth himself. He said he's only concerned about the current people that currently owns real estate. What he wants to do is to keep driving the prices up so that they could feel good. But what about you? You don't want to feel good? You don't want to get that American dream too of home ownership? You don't want to be one of those people that bought a property and held on to the property long enough and reap the benefits of the appreciation over time? This thing right here should be pissing you off. You need to wonder why. Why is it that these large institutions, when everybody else in the background is saying real estate don't work, these large institutions are actively buying properties, building new homes, and then renting them out to you, all the while telling you don't buy? Something is going on that they don't want you to see. Something is going on that they don't want you to be a part of. And if we're not careful, we're going to be the first generation that's going to leave the next generation in a worse off position than where we started. Real estate investing still works. I'm living proof, but I want to hear what you guys think. How do you feel about these politicians and these social media influencers trying to convince you to stay out the game? Do you agree with them? Comment below. Share with me your thoughts.
Gerard, what you think?
Hey, I think, like, even like, he don't even realize. Well, I'm not sure if he realized or not. But what I got out of it was the statement that he made is creating demand, and I just think that people don't realize that there's the rules of business is just gonna always prevail. Like, I think that just kind of trumps bad term, but I think it just kind of overrides everything. Is supply and demand. So my biggest thing on real estate is that we living in new times in terms of the population is different. Period. Just period. It's just simple math. So the stuff is not gonna cost the same. It's just not, yo. Like, we gotta mass produce everything. Everything from our food to the clothes to everything. Everything gotta get produced in order to satisfy the wants and needs of, all of the population. And it's just mathematically impossible to keep it at the same price. So my question is, King, is what does affordability mean, yo? I don't even know what that means, because it means 100 different things to 100 different people. You ask 100 people that question, you're gonna get 100 different numbers, yo. So what does it mean? And I don't know. I think that, and I'm not saying I agree with the president, but at the same time, if you're a homeowner, do you want your value to tank? Like, should you take a L for somebody else that's trying to buy? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I fully agree with that. I'll help you, but it's got to be a better way to help you. You know, like we don't got to lose in order to help. So, it's definitely a tough conversation, man. But I don't know if people are really, looking at it in the right light. I think you should invest. I think you should get in the game. But the problem is, it's too many of us that figure that out. I don't even say the problem, but you know what I mean? Like, the thing is too many of us figured it out. Everybody understand that I got to get in real estate. So what are we doing? We creating more demand. Never mind the first-time home buyers. Like, we are becoming the institutions that we trying to keep out the game, because first-time home buyers ain't buying one house no more.
But
they're not buying one house no more. So, so bottom line, yes, get in the game, but get in the game in a space where you can afford. And how we always talk about, you might have to migrate to an area where it makes sense. Run the numbers. Like, you feel me? So I can't buy in New Haven. It's going to be too expensive to buy in New Haven. I might have to go buy, in Waterbury or Torrington or New Britain or Bristol, or find somewhere that
Or
ain't popping.
Lisbon,
Or what was we
or
talking about?
Norwich,
Yeah, we was talking about Norwich and New London last week.
Middletown.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but you do gotta get in.
Deep River.
You do gotta get in because Yale New Haven is still stacked up with people having babies, and these babies is gonna grow up to be young adults that is gonna do the same thing. So I don't see it happening. Even look at Hampton, like it's almost borderline catastrophic, bro. I think they do one more mill rate hike, this thing gonna bust at the seams for real.
Should people buy then when the thing busts? Like, should people be selling lower, or they should be just trying to? What you think they should do?
I think they should run their numbers. But just even that statement right there, King, everybody's sitting around waiting for deals. So if the prices do drop, what's gonna happen? Everybody's gonna flock. And what's gonna happen to the prices when they flock? They're gonna go back up.
So I'm gonna hit you guys something from a whole nother perspective as far as economics, right? So it's twofold to this, right? One, what he's talking about, the gentleman who was speaking, and then Wimby after, this is not natural what they're doing, and that's the problem, right? They tell you to work harder, they tell you to do all these things, and that's not the way. Working hard is not the only way to success. I think it's a very small part of success, right? Because most people we grew up with, factories, they work hard. It's about working smart and working right and making sure you have your target aim. What they're talking about is that this cost of living now, this economy is inflated, bro. It's a fake inflation like it was when the market crashed, right? They're forcing these prices to go. They're forcing costs to rise. When you force costs to rise, there's a couple things that happen. And it's the scary part about it. So, no, I don't want my property. I don't want our property right now in Miami to go to $1 million if I'm not going to sell tomorrow. You know why? Because $1 million price tag as far as taxes and insurance is going to come with that. So it's going to raise my cost of living, even though I haven't refinanced my home or done anything to my property. Just the sense of me living here, us just being here, is going to raise the cost of living for us, right? That's twofold: forced inflation, forced growth. And guess what? If I'm not selling my house tomorrow, no, I don't want it to go that fast. It makes no sense to have $3 million in equity in your home if you're not going to sell it, because you're going to have a $3 million price tag as far as taxes to that property now that you're going to have to pay once that property get reassessed. So if wages are not going up, right? Cost of living not going up, fixed income income is not going up, that increase in taxes, insurance, and all those other parts of inflation that goes on, it's going to price everybody out. So what's going to happen? You're going to be forced to sell your property or foreclose on your property. And then the next thing going to happen, somebody's going to come buy it that got deep pockets. They're going to fix it up or whatever, and they're going to sell it for even more. That's going to force the taxes value up and everywhere in the property. And now affordable living becomes unattainable to most people because most people don't make enough money. This is the part of economics people are missing, and this is the part that's scary, because we have so many people in this country keep saying work hard and this and that, I own homes. I don't care how many homes you own. We see it every day. You can own 1 million freaking homes if you don't buy right, and you don't have the right tenants in your property and making enough margin. You're going to be forced to either break even, make no money on those properties, or be forced to sell those properties at a loss, man. This is just basic economics for a lot of people, but like Gerard said about the beginning, people don't run their numbers enough. We spoke about this a little bit earlier, King, about just in general. Like, you need to make so much profit that you can withstand the wave that's going to come with these freaking taxes and insurance and all these other costs that are increasing, that you can actually withstand that wave the next several years, so you can actually make profit. Because what is the cap? How much can you actually charge for rent to where it gets to a point where it's like, it doesn't make any sense. I can't have a 1-1 or a 2-1 and I'm renting it for $2,800, $2,900 just so I can that new mortgage payment now $6,000-7,000 so that I can sustain this, keep this house and make a little profit or at least break even, so I'm not losing. And that's what we have down here, where now these duplexes is just, yeah, you're winning because you bought it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. But the new price right now, if I buy it, I'm not going to make any profit off of it. And that's where the issue is coming in, man. And it is scary. So it's not, don't complain about it. We figure out, okay, how do we maneuver around the inevitable and make us, put us in a better position to win?
You gotta control you gotta control your space. You gotta control your space and or control the market. But my question to you is, how do so? And we don't have to go too deep down the rabbit hole. But how do you force inflation like that?
Easy. Have a war in freaking Iran. Have a war in Iraq.
Yeah, but the housing prices was high before that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The grocery prices was high before that.
Well, we're not talking. No, of course it went higher. That's what I'm saying. It went even higher. When you put fake indicators into the market, it peaks. It starts to the cost of goods go up. Having tariffs, the cost of the tariffs don't help us. It hurts us as a consumer, which is misled by most people. I got to pay more for my t-shirts from China now. I got to pay more for my t-shirt from any place that has a tariff on it. It ain't helping me. Yeah, the government's collecting more money, but nobody's seen none of that money. These are the things that are misled that forces inflation. Guess what? If I'm forcing, we're a country of imports, right? We have tariffs. It costs more to ship tariffs over. They don't cost the people who making the products more. It costs us more money to ship the tariffs over, because the only thing they're going to do is they're going to pass the cost on to the customer. Right. So now that bag of onions that was $2.99 is now $4.99 that they're shipping over, because for some reason we don't do a lot of produce in our country. We don't grow a lot of things anymore, right? So that's how inflation is forced. Then you have the gas going up, which now it costs more money to go back and forth. So now that milk and everything on that truck is going to increase in price. So now we're forced in. So now when you go to a grocery store, that $100 used to get you a couple weeks. Now it's getting you maybe 3 or 4 days. I bought some eggs. I bought some milk. I spent like $20. Right. And then go so forth and so on. So that's how they force inflation to go up. And guess who wins? The people who own those companies.
Right.
And that's do you what I don't want to break it down because I can't explain it, but do you understand what Elon Musk did for the IPO for SpaceX? How they forced that IPO, and why a lot of people who knew the market didn't buy it, and people who did buy it, they try to get in and get out to get rich. So go on YouTube and listen to the economists break down how they forced that IPO from losing companies, man. Like it's crazy how this, like, people, don't be fooled by the people on the media, the president, whoever, telling you to work harder. They're lying to you, because people are not just working harder. That's a cliche. Everybody work harder. I'm busting my ass. I'll work harder. That's the thing, right? Keep working harder. I'm gonna give you a raise of 4%. Hold on, 4%. The inflation is 12%. How the hell I'm gonna, I can't even I'm gonna need 3 raises to keep up with inflation. And that's how they get you. And you sit there and be like, oh damn, maybe I'm not working hard. But and you stressed out every day working overtime and you still can't make enough money. That's why you got to plan and figure out, okay, I need to put these other things in place so I can hedge not just the market, but I can hedge anything that's coming for me and my family. Living below your means is one of them that can definitely help you as you stack up and invest.
Like with what Trump said, he's basically putting, like, these billionaires or people that's in the higher places in a position to make more money. Because either way it go, if the people feel like you said, Jason, if you have $3 million in equity and you're not really trying to sell your house no time soon, it's gonna put you in a position to where things might change. Like, it might flip. And then like you gotta sell it might, and then your house might tank, and then you gotta sell it for lower than whatever it was. It's like either way, somebody else is gonna win. It's not gonna be the people that's on the bottom that's trying to get into the game.
Yes.
So he's pretty much not like it sounds good to say, yeah, the people that already got houses, yeah, I want you to basically he want them to feel like they're doing something. He said it in his words, I want them to feel wealthy. Just because you want somebody to feel wealthy don't mean that they're gonna be wealthy after that. Like if things are going up, then it's even after they sell that house, it's still gonna be hard because then they got to buy another house, and then that price might be way more than what the house was, the first house that they just sold. So either way, they the only people that are winning. Now for the other dude, what's his name? Wimby, at my best, whatever his name is, what's his name?
Mm-hmm. At my best.
So basically, like what he was saying, like he's saying, like get into the game or whatever, and it's like they're going back and forth. Basically, he's trying to battle what they said, and I get what he's saying and where he's trying to go with it. He's somewhat right, far as you get in the game as soon as you can. Because matter of fact, we even spoke about this months ago, far as how those big corporations are telling everybody. Matter of fact, they told people this year. Matter of fact, during COVID, don't buy no house, and then they were like the ones slowly buying up everything, and like even the houses in North Carolina, they are owned by like a company, and I believe in Texas. Like a lot of houses, like the association, they own a lot of the house and they're renting the houses out. So pretty soon, like we've been saying, people are only going to be able to rent if you can't afford to buy. Like the same price for mortgage, you might be paying in rent pretty soon. Like if you don't get your stuff in order so you can invest, and don't invest into just anything. Make sure you can afford it. And you being able to afford is you running the numbers, making sure that if you miss a payment of your mortgage or you're late, that you won't lose your house. So if you could factor all those different numbers in, as far as everything that you spend every day, every month, every year, if you could factor that in, you still could afford. Then that's when you can afford, and that's when you should buy.
Yep.
Run your numbers.
100%.
Run the numbers.
Run your numbers and study this shit, man. Like, guys, man, go on social media, go freaking to chat, go to Google, go to Bloomberg, read, understand the market. The majority of people don't understand what's going on. So even when the president or me or Wimby or anybody, you guys or whoever say anything, we're taking it as face value. It's like, yo, no, it's BS. I don't care if it was the president. I don't care if it was Bush, Obama, Clinton, Reagan. I don't give a damn if it was Abraham Lincoln. Like, you gotta look at the data and see what people are saying is true, because sometimes they're misleading you. They're like, oh yeah, this is what's going on. So everybody start regurgitating, yeah, this is going on. All these people lazy, and you sitting there like, what are you talking about? Because you're part of that margin. And that's the biggest trick they're pulling now. They're putting poor people against each other, making this side vote against their own interests because of an ideology that affects them, just like it affects the other people on the other side. But everybody's saying, oh, you lazy, you're poor, you're complaining, you're this, you're that. It's like, nah, bro. Sometimes it's not a complaint. Sometimes it's like, yo, it's reality, right? And we try to prepare for it as best as we can. And that's what we're telling you, like, prepare for what's to come, because we all see something is coming. Too many indicators in the market, too many things are happening. They're forcing this economy the way it is. Like, it's forced. Just look at the numbers, man. Just think about it. Why are prices so high right now? Why are prices so high? Why haven't prices dropped?
Because we pay.
We have a ton of inventory.
Because we pay for it.
We have a ton of inventory.
Because we pay for it.
Yeah. We pay.
We pay for it. And that's my thing. It's like, so, like I try not to go down that rabbit hole of, the conspiracies and all of that. And I ain't saying old buddy is not doing something, like he definitely up to something. But my philosophy.
Oh, it's not a conspiracy, Jay. That's the truth.
But yeah, that 100%. But in terms of, yo, bro, ain't nobody coming to save me. Like, you know what I'm saying? 100%. Ain't nobody coming to. I don't know if they might come and get you, but I know they ain't coming to get me.
They ain't coming to get me. What they coming to get me for?
So at the end of the day, it's like you know you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? To keep yourself right, and not just me, but you and everybody else got to like
Yeah.
you got to, and it's like even the with the work hard thing, I'm shit. That's all I know. So like when he said it, like I didn't okay, like that's all I know. Like you gotta fucking work hard because you can't get comfortable because this shit is alive and it's breathing. This shit is moving every day. The needle's getting pushed, and whether somebody's doing it intentionally or the war or whatever the case is, it ain't gonna slow down for you. It's just not. It never has. Like it never has, man. So that's how I'm programmed. Like
Yeah. But understanding is the problem. It's like that's the thought right there. What I'm saying, Jay, not to say your thought, but that's the thought they tell people, man, listen, I'm gonna figure this shit out. I'm like, nah, nigga, that's not the game. That's not that's not it. That's not the game, bro. That's the game they teach you to play and say, yeah, man, I'm gonna do this. I played that game, and I was like, oh, but none of these dudes are playing that game because I'm watching it with my own eyes. I'm like, yo, none of these dudes who making money are working hard. But none of these dudes are working hard. But everybody else below them that's not making money are the ones working hard. Okay, it's more to this. It's not just, it's more to this. And that's what I'm trying to say is it's like, it's another piece to the puzzle than just working hard. It's like, yo, okay, our parents work in factories and stuff like that, but why are they not rich?
Bro, because all right. So working hard don't necessarily mean blood, sweat, and tears. Like, you know what I'm saying? Working hard don't necessarily mean 80 hours a week. You get what I'm saying? Like you like
probably 100.
Nah, it don't necessarily mean that either. But that's what we was talking about, yo. Like, my son called me yesterday. He's like, yo, Dad, I want to fund my trading account. All right. So you in college, going to college for what you going to college for, you playing, sports and you day trading, bro, that's fucking hard work. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it don't necessarily, and he ain't going out his way. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's still, enjoying his life as a college student. He's not going out of his way, but he done figured out another way to get the bag. And it ain't killing him. Like, you know what I mean? And, like, that's what I was trying to figure out what the hell we was talking about earlier.
Yeah, that was my point. Yeah. Like, he's doing a lot of work, but he's not working hard, and he's finding success because I don't want to say easier way. There's a more efficient way. Yeah. It's a more efficient way to do it, to get to the point that you're trying to get to. But that's what I'm saying. We having this conversation for people out there, because a lot of people don't even know this, man. They're like, yo, I work 7 jobs and I'm killing myself and I still can't make it. And it's like, all right, cool. That's good. The first, why are we working 7 jobs? Why are we not able to get over the hump? Because there's always a solution to the problem, right? What's the root cause of us not being able to get to the next level? And once we be able to reverse engineer that, it'll be better for us. But that working hard stuff, man, it's like, bro, it's a lot more to just like wealthy people are not just working hard, right? You know what I mean? They're working smart, they're working efficient, they're doing all these other things that they're never telling you in that book. I get up at 4:30 every day, and no, you don't. Stop. You only get up at 4:30 or 3 o'clock when it's time to film that social media video to put on YouTube. The other days, you up at 7, 8 o'clock just like everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah, it's other ways to get it, man. Dudes is out here, capitalizing off of everything. But the wealthy people, that we speak of, they figured out that they got to have a real estate portfolio. They figured that shit out too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you still got to build your portfolio. Like, you still got to do the things, man.
You still got to do the work regardless. It's just how efficient you're gonna be. And that Ford F-150 too. Yeah. You know that's the most owned car by rich people, a Ford F-150.
The most owned?
Yep, Ford F-150.
I would have said Tesla for sure.
The price going up, huh? I know the price went up since those people had it.
Remember, because a lot of those wealthy people are, when they got into real estate, but they're like construction workers, they're
Business
factory
owners.
workers, they're farmers and things like that.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yo, shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shalita always on the check-in. Shalita, I'm coming to see you next week. We're gonna have coffee and we're gonna do a podcast in the living room or something. Shout out to Auntie Karen. Shout out Naquan Boyd. He says salute. Hello, Auntie Kathy. So yeah, man, if y'all feeling this conversation, put some fires in the chat. We ain't really had no script today, man. We just came on and just honestly, we have these same conversations on the phone. So if we wasn't online right now, we'd probably be talking about the same shit on the phone.
We came to talk to the people, man.
I want to add something to like the topics or the conversation. You being noticeable online and in person is the real bag. Is gonna get you the money that you want.
What you mean?
People just knowing who you are, knowing your number, knowing what you provide, and you just being in people's face like that. That's what's gonna get you the money. That's what's gonna get that, because I seen something online and it made a lot of sense. Like they said, branding. You just branding yourself, advertising, marketing. That's the real money. So if you own something, if you have something, you have a gift, post your videos, let people know who you are, let them know what you provide for our services or whatever, and get yourself out there. Like everywhere I go, somebody say, yo, do I know you from somewhere? Everywhere I go. And a lot of times, like maybe they see me online. I talked to a guy earlier. He was like, yo, I know you from somewhere. He's like, I talked to you before. And like, I was like, then he said something. I was like, yeah, we definitely had a conversation before. We was just building. So just let people know who you are. Let people know what you do, even if it's online. Have people share your stuff online, et cetera, et cetera. That's how you're going to get to it. And like really do the work. Put the work in. Like be who you say you are. Do the work behind the scenes, because that work matters more than whatever you showing online. Like the stuff that people don't see you doing, that's what matters the most, because they think once you start accomplishing goals and you making things happen, they look at you like, oh wow, this guy or this girl or this lady, this man, they're overnight success. No, I've been putting in work all this time. You're just now catching on. Like, you know how many people be telling me, yo, I see you. Yo, you ain't see me 10 years ago when I was selling t-shirts and DVDs online? But now you see me. Come on, man. I get it. But you've been seeing me. You've been seeing me put online MDR, Make It Dreams Reality. You've been seeing me put online Follow the King. Like this is the person who's gonna get you to the next level. I've been talking like this. Now, all the stuff I've been telling these people to do, now I'm doing it for myself and my family. That's the difference.
There's it's a lot of content going around right now talking about the algorithms, and they're saying that the algorithm for social media changed from social media to interest media, meaning that the people who are interested in what you are talking about, those are the people that's gonna, like, follow and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And share. It's in the business that we in. We talk this good shit every week. We talk this good shit at the same time every Wednesday. And it's like our following is growing because every day there's going to be somebody new that is in this situation. Somebody new, yesterday was looking up, how do I buy my first house? And they're going to get introduced to us today. But the people from the past, they might be looking up something different. They might be looking up cars. So we're not coming up on their feed no more. You know what I'm saying? So I said all that to say you're gonna you're gonna attract who's interested in you. You just got to keep showing up.
It takes a
gotta keep
while.
showing up.
This doesn't happen overnight. Most people want success in the microwave, man. And man, I'm telling you, we became a microwave society over the past 20 years, like no other, bro. Like everybody wants it now. I want it now. I come up with an idea. I need to get rich tomorrow because it's the greatest idea and there's no execution behind it. There's no real planning. Because we all got good ideas, right? Executing those ideas is what get us from point A to point B
Right.
to find a level of success. But man, it's fun. I have fun. I work a stressful job, and sometimes I have to call you, Gerard. I have to call you, King, and my wife. Thank God I get to vent because everybody don't understand the day to day what we go through, right? And it's okay because it's not a bad vent. It's just like sometimes you got to let it out. So you let the steam out when the pressure gets hot, and you get back on the horse tomorrow. But it's a grind every day, and I have other things that I do because now I'm like, oh, yeah, it's not just about working hard. There's other factors that go into this also to get to where I want to be. And one of the things I will tell everybody that I have got better at over the past several years is saving. It's not doing frivolous spending, not buying everything that I want. Man, it's been like probably 10 years now. I can save, bro. I can save. Like I don't need anything. I have everything that I need. I only pay for my wants once in a while if I want something, but that's part of the discipline also, to get to where you want to be, you're gonna have to save. And saving is just say, hey, this is a new discipline I put in my life and just be consistent with it, right? Don't worry about perfection. Listen, everybody's gonna make mistakes. Everything is gonna like people have to get that in their head. Nothing is perfect. I'm gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes. We all gonna make mistakes. Control what you can control. Be a solution-oriented person. Don't make the problem worse. And just freaking apologize when you gotta apologize and move forward, man. Like we're too caught on the past all the time, right? I watched this video the other day, and I showed my wife today. It was a sad video, right? The guy went into the neighborhood. He tried to sell a guy something with fake money. The guy kept harassing him. The guy was leaving. He kept talking crap. Oh, give me your bags, this and that. And the guy who was doing the fake money ended up turning around killing the guy who he's trying to rip off. Right? It's like when do we just let it go and just move on? You know what I mean? And I think sometimes we walk around with so much anger and we walk around with all this resentment and stuff from our past that you got to just let it go, man, and move on. Like mistakes happen, things happen, woosah, move forward, and just learn every day too, man. Learning is key to know what's really going on, bro. Don't read the headlines, read the actual article, figure out what's going on, know the data, know what people are talking about, because you might not think it matters to you, but it really does matter when it gets to a point of I don't know what to do next. And then you realize all the years passed and you never got trained the way you were supposed to and getting the information to actually level up. Because you ain't gonna level up without retaining the information. Looking for it, retaining it, and applying it. It's impossible to level up because anything else is gonna be a crapshoot. You're wishing and you're hoping. You gotta seek, retain, apply. That's the only way to level up. And before you do all that, pray for what you want.
Hold on, say that again.
Which part?
The only way to level up.
Which part, Jay?
You said.
Oh, it's three things. You got to pray 1st. You got to seek, you got to retain, and you got to apply. So you seek the information, read it to retain the information, and then you take the information you retain and you start applying it to your daily life. But you got to pray first, because without God first, you ain't going to be able to get to where you need to be. And it's a daily thing you got to do every day.
Yeah, that was a bar.
Be confident too, man.
That was a bar.
Be confident. Too many people walk around unconfident, man. Be confident in what you do, man.
Seek, retain, and apply. That'll be.
Don't forget to pray first.
Okay.
You got to pray first. You got to ask for that.
I got to end it to what Jason said. If you don't do any of those, you don't even deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's t-shirt
You
number
know,
2 right there.
you know, I don't think people understand the power they really have, man. I really like when people don't,
True.
bro. We come from the freaking projects. Like we come from the projects. Like we come from the bottom, man, and we're able to make it to where we're at. It might not be all success to you, but this is a lot of success to us because we don't see a lot of people in our position that we're at right now in our 30s and 40s. But trust me, you are way more powerful than you think. You're way more powerful than you think. I promise you, you're more powerful than you think. It's just that you let those intrusive thoughts creep in too much and you act on them instead of having more positive thoughts and applying those thoughts every single day and just going after what you want. Who cares what people think, man? Like just go. Like you want to
Right.
move. You want to do this, do it, man. You want to start it. Who cares if it's saturated? Who cares how many people is doing it? Just do it, man, because you might have a better way of doing it than everybody else. And you're going to be the one to hit. And all those other people who've been doing it for years, they don't hit because you are, you found your niche. Just I don't care what you like. Just do it. I don't care how many people is doing it. Just do it. You want to run a marathon? Go start running tomorrow, even if you can't run a mile. Like, just do stuff, man. And I promise you, God rewards the creative. So we're born to create. And if we're not creating, we become stale. I've learned that. That's why I always create and good things always happen. Like I got something big that's coming up. My wife probably right now clenching her teeth because I've been telling her this for the last week that I'm gonna present something to her. But it's true. Like I'm always creating something new all the time. I've been working on this for several months and it's fun, right? And you just create because everything else I've done have popped off. So I'm just like, all right, I want to do something else. So just enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah, I hate when you
Enjoy
do
your
that.
life.
Now I got to know what you cooking.
Oh yeah, that's the same thing I did to her. I was testing her out.
Yo, what you cooking, man?
I got something dope. I got something dope. Something fun. It's fun. It's gonna be fun. What I'm doing. It's gonna be fun. She gonna like it. She gonna enjoy it.
Nah, I like this conversation with y'all fellas, man. Somebody always cooking something on Secure the Bag, and it's just like is motivation within itself, man. It's cool being around dope entrepreneurs that keep it shaking, man. So definitely appreciate this
I
time
have a question
with
before we leave, Joe. I got a question.
you.
Yo, King, what does motion detector mean? I like that.
Motion detected, like you know what having motion mean?
Yeah.
You got things. I would say you got shit going on, but the S would be a dollar sign. But you got things going on, like you moving and grooving, you getting things done, and that could be however, whenever, and why ever.
Mm.
Like basically,
That's
this is
dope.
basically a clothing line that I believe my cousin and his boy started or whatever. Like I bought this like last summer. Matter of fact, I didn't even buy it. They gave it to me. I didn't even buy it. I'm bugging. I didn't even buy it. They gave it to me or whatever. But yeah, it's for people that got stuff going on, man. Some people just, how we just said, like, some people just sitting around, they don't got nothing going on. Gerard just said we always cooking something up. That's motion detectors. Motion is here. Everybody got their own things going on, but still have the time to create and plan or set up the next play. And when I say play, I'm talking about like something that you're cooking up, like Jason said, not like you're trying to run a play on somebody, scam nobody. But we got legal things going on here.
Yes.
Got to clear it up for the people in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, fellas. I mean, we dropping gems.
Yeah.
Damn. There's a lot of
You feel
gems. We did a lot of
you feel
gems.
like James was already dropped.
Yo,
I
we've
know.
been dropping gems for a whole hour. Nah,
I go first. We gotta continue to drop them.
let's drop them.
Hey man, drink water. It's summertime, man.
That's a bar.
You don't want to be dehydrated.
Yeah, I'm saying you saying it like that, like from the military point of view, because anything that's going on, That's what they said. Listen, man, you'll be like, I'm dying, Sergeant. Drink water.
Go drink
You'll be
some
all right.
water. That's fine.
Yeah, you'll be good, man.
Drink some
Drink some
water.
water.
Yeah,
You'll
that's
be
fine.
all right. Garrett Gerard, I go last.
So mine's, yo, I just wanted to say happy Father's Day to y'all too, for real.
Word. Thank you.
I just hope y'all had a blessed Father's Day, and shout out to all the dads out there, man. Yeah, that's it.
For me, mine would be stay focused. You know, things could look like, you know, things aren't working out in your favor, but just stay focused. Just know that whatever is for you, you have.
About to give you give you the poetry snap on that one. Yo, another good episode, man. Like I said, we ain't had no script. We just came in and talked the way we usually talk, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, shout out to the fire emojis in the chat. STB Clothing Co. Go get those t-shirts. It's too hot for the hoodies, man. We gotta get some more t-shirts, man. Shut up, Jason. We gonna get some more t-shirts. But go to STB Clothing Co. Get your merch. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. I don't have no outro. I'm not Mike. So if that's what you expecting, you call him, cause I didn't know where he at. Anybody heard from him? All right?
Hope so.
Let's say a prayer for Mike.
Yeah, hopefully he good, man. Hopefully he good.
Well, all right, we'll catch y'all next Wednesday. Are we doing this next Wednesday? I'm gonna be on vacation.
Me
What's
too.
next?
I'll be in Georgia or South Carolina next Wednesday.
Look at King face. Nobody gave him the memo. We out.
That's more of a reason to get on.
Yeah.
You know, show you wherever you at. You know.
I'm good. I'll be at a hotel location, so I'm good. I can get on.
All right.
Yeah. You mean?
All right. So that's what it is then.
Let's get it done.
Even if we get on from the phones type shit, like, you know what I mean? Just do it.
Whatever it take, man.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna keep it going. So we'll catch y'all next week, man. Thanks for watching. Be safe.
Beginnings on the cusp. Not too old to adjust. Old dog, new tricks. Remember, I was just a pup. Something dirty in my cup. Clean soul, good karma is a must. Still my shooter in the cut. I was stuck inside a rut. Played the game, made bank, moved G. Anything to get a buck. You won't find me in the club. I'm in the lab trying to sharpen up the sword, swinging blades at these scrubs. Flock like bugs to the light, getting right. Treat my hoes like these raps. I don't really got a type. Off top bullshit. All I needed was a mic. Yeah. Hey, pass the rock, it's all butter. Pack your bags and take flight. Don't worry, it's all covered. Hey, live your life while you can. Our days are all numbered. Rain could cause thunder, but the sun comes after, clearing up the disaster.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back, I'm focused on what's in front of me. Everybody day's a number, but I'm still here luckily. I know that God got me, so I'm in good company. Yeah.
I got some places I should take you to see. You know it's easy when you ride with a G. Light speed, moving fast through the city, trying to find me some peace. I finally lived to be the guy that I was dying to be. Still I got some trust issues, people lie through their teeth. The more I grew, the more they hide in the crease. Squad building, weak members get released. If we trying to compete, starting pitchers need relief. Bro, we building a team, everybody got a niche. I've been known to play mine to a T, but it's time for me to lead. Picking dirt right out the cleats. Steep path, roadblocks in the streets, trying to knock me off my feet, cause the devil never sleeps. So I don't sleep too, and trying to breach safes that I didn't have the keys to. We all been victims of trauma we ain't agreed to, but the sun comes after, starting up a new chapter.
Isn't it lovely? I ain't looking back, I'm focused.